Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am just waiting for it to actually say I'm live, and it says it now. Oh, and am I going to be able to see comments today? I am not sure. Hello, hello, it's Margaret Sample coming to you from the beautiful Niagara region of Ontario in Canada. Almost every week, I bring you messages from the fairy folk using Brian Froud's beautiful Fairies Oracle deck. And I always say two things. One is, if you are seeing this video, whether you are seeing it live or on replay, it's because there is a message meant for you today. And the other thing I say, technology. Some days I see comments, some days I don't. I love to see them, but it's always, I can see a comment. Leah says she is here. Hello, Leah. Hooray. That means I'm going to get to see them today, hopefully. So please leave them, because sometimes they don't even come in until later. But at least they're showing up on the corner of my screen today. So I am going to get moving here and shuffle the cards and see which fairy is bringing us a message. And I just wait for one to jump, in case you wonder. And sometimes it takes longer than others. Ah, there's one. Ooh. Hey, good morning, Kathy. This morning we have the Singer of Courage. So, this is one of the 13 Singers of the Realms. And the 13 Singers of the Realms are kind of like archangels, or divas, or gods. They've got lots of different names across all the different cultures, but for our purposes, the singers are the ones who have the universal songs and the overriding characteristics to which humans and fairies aspire, right? They show us what we have the potential to become. They help us when we fall off the path, and we can ask them for help, okay? So with angels and the singers, we just need to ask for help. We have free will, so we can go on our merry way, and they can be standing there waiting to help us, but if we don't ask, they generally don't interfere. So please just ask for what help you need from the angels, the singers, and the fairies too, although fairies are much more independent minded, I always say. But express gratitude and hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, and allow their essence to flow through you. So when a singer shows up, that means there are huge forces at play. Okay, there's really powerful processes going on around you. And the Singer of Courage, wow, be brave, right? The key words on this one are bravery, moral strength, and sublimation of fear. So some people think courage is just the absence of fear, but that's not right. Courage is when there is fear, but you go forward anyway. You don't let the fear stop you. Courage can allow us to do what is right, what we know is right, even if there are people around us saying, oh, no, 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 no. Like that whole peer pressure. Come on, all the cool kids are doing it. Go on, shoplift, go on, steal from your landlord, go on, whatever. No, that's, if you know it, what is right, it takes sometimes courage to do what is right. And it is also what enables us to go forward into the unknown, where there are no guarantees of safety or security or success. Sometimes it takes real courage to try something new. I know I've had people who've been really drawn towards the spiritual realm, but it has taken real courage to make that leap forward and say, okay, yes, I am going to study. Yes, I am going to trust. Yes, I am going to join the Spirited Inside Hive, whatever it is, right? Like, there are, it takes courage. It takes courage to put yourself out there with different skills or knowledge. You know, you really want to sing, but oh, what if people laugh at me? It takes courage, right? So we need courage in our day-to-day lives. Some people think courage is just for big heroic measures and events, and it's definitely needed there. Okay, you need courage for those big things, like, oh, it takes courage to rescue, to jump in the water to try to help save someone. It takes courage to do that. It takes courage to. I saw on the news there was a father who he managed to get his children out basement window. He's all burned up, all terribly, but that took courage, and also that the love of a parent, right? But I mean, it still took courage to do something knowing you may not get out. So there is that big heroic courage, but it's also in those quiet personal moments, those quiet personal challenges, where there's not going to be any public praise or approval, but you know that it's what is necessary. It's where you want to go. It's what you feel, and it takes courage. For example, if you have been hurt, it takes real courage to open your heart again to love or joy. When someone's hurt you or betrayed your trust or abandoned you or whatever, it takes courage to open yourself up again. So, you know, pat yourself on the back when you're able to do that. When a situation arises that presents risk or vulnerability, we need courage. Okay, so and within each of us, and so here's this singer of courage going, be brave. There was a store in Toronto many years ago, Courage, my love. And I just, and the phrase comes from long before that, but courage, my love, courage, my love. Have courage, my love. And I feel like this is the big message today. Have courage, my love. Be brave. Within each of us is that terrified little inner coward. And there's also within us that brave inner hero, right? And the inner coward cowers. Like, that's, I guess, probably where the name word comes from, right? When you're cowering in the corner and you're hiding and trying to make yourself small. But the thing about the inner coward is that it will magnify a fear into something huge and terrifying. And then our inner hero calls upon courage to push past or push through the fear and to manage and transform emotions like rage and fear into courage. You know, sometimes you can take what's scaring you and let it feed you. Oh, I have to go on stage and there's an audience, and what if they don't like what I have to say, or what if they don't think I'm good? I'm going to take that and I'm going to transform that into that fear is excitement, and I'm going to power through, and I'm going to trust that it's going to be okay, and if it's not, I'm still going to be okay, right? Um, and it takes self-discipline. Otherwise, you know, we might just go to bed and stay there. Some days, some months feel like that a little bit for a lot of us. But and sometimes we need some help to get there, to get through that. So whether it's connecting with somebody who you feel is wise or already advanced on the path that you want to tread, whether it's a therapist who can give you some tools to help you, just know that that's there for you. But also, the singer of courage is here for you. This singer is bringing you the gift of courage. You just need to transcend your fears and accept the gift of courage. Now, if you're having trouble hearing her song. If you're having trouble connecting, and I have to say right now, I have my in my head the song from the movie Brave, right? I wanna see you be brave. So like, get a Brave playlist. Maybe, you know, that's sometimes that's what we do. We just do it, right? If you're having trouble hearing the song, perhaps you need to ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Okay? Because sometimes we have these surface fears and they sort of are fleeting, and then it's like, yeah, but what else? What am I, but what else? If you've ever heard of catastrophizing, um, then it's where you take something and you go to the worst possible thing. What's the worst possible outcome if that scenario plays through, right? So that's that's one way of doing it. But also, what else am I afraid of? What else am I afraid of? What else am I afraid of? Until you get down to that real core, a real core fear. And once you're there, then you ask, okay, so this is my big fear. What can I do to open my heart to courage so that when I feel fear, I can still follow through on what I need to do or I want to do? So, how can I open my heart to courage? But do a little bit of work sometimes to figure out, what are you really afraid of? Most of us decided somewhere around the age of 3 or 4, right? Apparently, according to those who study this stuff, around the age of 3 or 4, we have figured out and decided, we've decided what we must do in order to survive. And from this decision made as a little child, most of our fears and our self limitations come. So it's time to look for courage, and the courage to discover and break through these limiting beliefs. Figure out what they are and then break through them. Awaken yourself to greater possibilities and go for our objectives. Okay? So, with the singer of courage here, be brave and um, and look for that. Okay? Let me just check a look over here and see. Can I get a message? I'm not doing mediumship today. I have to really prepare to do mediumship, and I'm not doing that today. But pay attention to the message, because you obviously found it for a reason, my friend. Okay? But I know that being brave, okay, have courage. Have courage, my love, and go forward and enjoy this day, enjoy this week, and know that you have the singer of courage with you. And really, Jayesh, I think that it's really, they are saying it's okay, be brave, be strong, um, because that love is there. That love is there. Okay. All right, my dear friends. Um, I hope to be seeing you, seeing your comments, your little hearts, and your little checks. Those all make my heart sing. I also greatly appreciate and enjoy the private messages that you guys send me. I will let you know that I have had to stop booking appointments for readings for a while, because I had so many lined up ahead, and I need to also have some personal work time, and so in-person meetings are paused. If you don't have one booked for the next couple of months, pause, come back in September when I'm going to open up bookings again. But you can still order email readings, okay? At my website, www.margaretsample.com. And also bracelets. And look at this one. This one is a Herkimer diamond. They are so cool. I was like, oh, what's the big deal with Herkimer diamonds? Until I got one. Anyway, my friends, love to all and be well. Mwah. Hope to see you next week. Happy Fairy Friday!